Actor Alec Baldwin now charged in the deadly movie set shooting in New Mexico. Prosecutors filing 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter for what happened during rehearsals. His attorney vowing to fight the charges. We have our senior legal analyst, KRIV, joining us this morning to break down the case against Baldwin. The armorer also facing the same charges. Explain what involuntary manslaughter means in the state of New Mexico.
So involuntary manslaughter is a homicide, but it's the lowest grade of homicide that we have, and it's really it's a homicide without intent. It's really best way to put it's like an accident, but it is a homicide.
So let me ask you this: Alec Baldwin thought it was a prop gun, thought there was a fake round in it. Does this charge fit more for a person who believes they're handling a real gun? Is that going to be problematic because he did not believe he was handling a real gun?
Anytime you cause a death, you can be charged, and in this case, the best charge they have is an involuntary manslaughter because he didn't know that there was any live rounds in that gun. And so that would be the only way they could charge him with a crime. The accident part of this is the defense to the case. I had no way of knowing that there was a live round in that gun, and so the only way they could charge him would be involuntary, because a voluntary manslaughter would be sudden passion. You're in an argument and you kill somebody. That's sudden passion. Here he had no way of knowing that there was ever going to fire a weapon out of that prop gun.
Do you think he has a good shot at getting off here, because it should have been the responsibility of the armorer and then the person who actually handed him the gun?
I think that the DA is making a real stretch in charging Alec Baldwin, an actor, with having the duty to check the weapon to see if there's a live round in it. What the DA is saying is the actor has a duty to know weaponry, to know what a live round looks like as opposed to a dummy round. I wouldn't know that. And so you have a duty now to learn weapons, learn what a dummy round looks like as opposed to a live round, check that yourself and know that, as opposed to the professionals that have been hired to do all that before they hand an actor a weapon and say, this is a safe weapon for you to use in this movie shoot. And then the DA is also saying, you never point a weapon at somebody, which that's true. But this is a movie. They're shooting a movie. You point the weapon when you shoot the scene. That's what you're supposed to do when you're shooting a movie.
There's also been allegations, though, of neglect on the set. And in fact, the armorer even said Alec Baldwin was on his phone during training. And so she's, of course, going to be deflecting the blame to him. Ultimately, do you think this case goes to trial?
Absolutely. For Alec Baldwin, it has to go to trial. Another problem Alec Baldwin has, he's the executive producer of the movie. So that's going to be a big part of the DA's case, is you had the duty to ensure all of this safety was done right as the executive producer. So that's a problem for him. Alec Baldwin has to try this case. There's 2 counts. The second count, if the jury finds that he did it with a deadly weapon, it's a 5-year mandatory prison sentence for Alec Baldwin. That could be a problem.
It could be a problem. All right. He has not yet turned himself in because the charges have not been officially filed yet.
Next week.
Are waiting for that next week. All right. KRIV, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Melissa.
Thank you, Sally and Chris. It's 8:18.